could you let this happen? We need to resume extraction at once.
Assuming we have enough drilling experts available, the repairs will still take weeks, General. What kind of sorcery is this? We must leave. HQ's reporting giant creatures under our feet. They could surface any moment.
It looks like the General's starting to feel the pain I'm bringing to his game. Keep on pushing, Slade.
The Almael hears you. Your presence in Kizaar never goes unnoticed. Have you brought a Daromon with you?
Alpha 55, are you on site?
Jesus. I've never seen something like this.
The drone's video feed is lagging, Alpha 55. Proceed with vocal description, over.
Something's degraded the exo armor. I say some kind of extremely corrosive acid.
Can you collect a sample from the scene, Alpha 55?
Negative. The substance is still active and consuming the troops' exos as I speak.
Stay put, Alpha 55. We're sending a team to remove the exos for lab analysis.
Guys? Something's wrong. Massive alien insects are surrounding me. Oh God. Get away! Get away from me!
Come in, Alpha 24 to Alpha 55. Please come in. Respond, Alpha 55.
Ouch. That's one stingy way to go. Why don't you take the painless route back to your world, guys? Another essence shrine. Time to catch that essence. Give me the good stuff.
Ah, shit.
Get ready for a fight. Gork Eruption. Gork. I don't want to wander too much with that Gork on me. Quick stop in Emiya sounds like a good idea right now.
Slade,
Fire away. What you got for me, soldier?
I took another fence down. Hope that helps.
Understood. Thanks. Slade out. More ammo. Giant alien spiders. One more Orym trail. Let's follow it. here comes the reward. Talans don't look so happy. Trail. Let's follow it. flash should open that plant. That's another Essence Shrine. Bet there's something sweet inside. Get ready for a fight. Or eruption. You Gorky Gork. Orym trail. I see you.
They're on me.
Not the way to go. Wrong way, Slade. Not the way to go. Not the way to go. No, not this way. Piece of cake. Now let's smash open that chest plan for me. Okay, another essence shrine. Time to catch that essence.
Saw that. Come on.
I needed this. wasn't pulling latrine duty. So many hours on latrine duty.
Cam and I hate these things.
I've just received notice that the latest batch of weapon parts has been delivered. Now would be a good time to go see the Recreator.
Finally. Your people did a great job on this one. I'll get back to you as soon as the weapons are ready. Slade out.
Thank you for the spare parts. They were really useful.
Don't thank me. You should trust the Daoka Guardians a bit more. Liaz is on our side, you know.
Trusting them is what got Hume reverted. I prefer to remain anonymous. Anyway, they are ready.
That's impressive, Nurkan. Good job. Liaz, I got good news. If you come to the same secret coordinates, you'll find a batch of usable weapons waiting for you and the Daoka Guardians.
This could change everything, Ulukai. I'd like to meet with the Recreator to thank him in person.
I promise to protect his identity. He's being very cautious after what happened to his friends.
I understand. Thank you, Ulukai. The Daoka Guardians will equip shortly.
And Liaz, please be careful with that stuff. I'll show you soon how it works, but it's next level. Slade out. Are you the leader of this place?
I am Rumbar, chief of Palana. And you are?
Wait a minute. Did you just say your name is Rumbar?
Son of Tequila Bar. Yes.
I love you guys. Do you think your town has what it takes to rise up and fight the invaders?
Like the Dalatai Guardians did. No. Their hazarduses are scattered across the planet, waiting for a reversion that may never come.
Sorry to hear that.
It's a disgraceful end for Talan. I don't wish it on my worst enemies. I hope we won't all end that way, separated from this world, unable to return our essence to the Yods. Talans don't fear reversion, but this is different. This is eternal damnation.
Tell me who you are again.
Rumbar, chief of Palana.
Place is pretty quiet. What are you doing all day?
The Daoshans are closed, but a few pilgrims like you are still arriving. I listen to their tales and keep track of the hazarduses they encounter during their long journeys.
Hazarduses are like spirits, right? Or souls? Are there a lot of them out there?
Unfortunately, yes. I locate the hazarduses and send my people to guide them back to Palana, in the hope our Daoshans will open once again. Have you met any tormented hazarduses yourself?
How can I help the hazarduses I come across?
If a hazardus is lost, it only takes some hazardav to guide it to a Daosham or an essence shrine. However, some are stuck at a location, and it will take more to solve their life goal. Every case is different, so you will have to find out for yourself.
Hazardav. Sounds important. What is it?
It's a sacred incense that burns in between worlds. We use it to guide lost hazarduses to a Daosham, or to an essence shrine. Our master of ceremonies, Hirax, can make it, so speak to him if you need some.
What is this place about?
Palana is the ancient word for pilgrim. The town is built on the roots of the essence vine, which makes it a sacred destination for every Talan who is done with his life.
We only got grapevines where I'm from. I would give a lot for a glass of wine right now.
Most pilgrims who are visiting Palana have lost their way. Some have lost their mind. You seem to be the latter. Maybe you should have your head checked, or speak with Hirax and see if he can make sense of what you're saying.
I'm interested in the essence vine.
Hirax could tell you more about it. He is the elected caretaker of the vine, and the only Talan I know who's connected to all four essences.
What can you tell me about Hirax?
Whatever our master of ceremonies and dispenser of sound wisdom recommends, take it with a pinch of halidium. Old Hirax is not as insightful as he used to be.
Farewell, Chief.
May the odds be with you.
Sorry to disturb you. May I have a word?
Turn back, pilgrim. You came all the way to this Yods forsaken place for nothing.
Woke up on the wrong toes, huh? I just want to talk.
You bet your tiny head you want to talk. I'm Hirax, master of ceremonies. Pilgrims used to line up to hear my sermons. Now, Palana's an empty shell of its former glory.
So what's Palana about?
Shame and the nostalgia of a once sacred site built on the roots of the essence vine. The vine is gone, and all of my tears were not enough to grow it back.
Now the same thing, minus the gloomy filter.
When a Talan reaches the end of a peaceful life, he makes a pilgrimage to the Palana and enters one of the 4 Darashams, representing each of the 4 essences, to be reverted and returned to the Yods. That's the cold version, and it's not up to date anymore because the Darashams are no more.
What's a Darasham?
Where have you been for the last 1,000 cycles? The Darashams are passages to the realm of the Yods, where you surrender your borrowed essence to the great cycle of life. Palana has 4 Darashams, 1 for each essence. As Master of Ceremonies, I perform the reverting ceremony that allows a Talan to become part of the essence vine and feed its sacred roots.
When's the next reverting ceremony scheduled?
No one's reverting until a Darasham is restored. How did it come to this? I can neither think nor sleep with all the laments of Hazardesses in my head.
Tell me who you are again?
Hirax, Palana's Master of Ceremonies, but you know that.
At least there's no invaders in town.
But so many Hazardesses, all unable to join with the Yods and turning the essence vine dry. The invaders are reverting a lot of our people to impose their dominion. And yet, in such violent times, where reverting ceremonies are needed every moon, my last ritual was performed thousands of moons ago. I am useless.
You seem perfectly fit. Start getting things done. Get to work, my man.
Boy, you got less brains than a Zork-flavored bowl of res. Can't you see? The Darashams are closed. Legions of tormented Hazardesses are stuck in between worlds. I have nowhere to guide them. I couldn't save the essence vine. I failed in the eyes of our Yods.
Hazardov. Yeah, sounds familiar. What is it?
It's incense with the scent only Hazardesses can smell. Drags them to wherever you have to guide them.
So it's bait. Okay. Can I get some?
I stopped making it when the Daoka went down. Why attract more Hazardesses to Palana when there's no Darashams to pass through?
Can you make some now?
You're persistent, huh? I can't make Hazardov without some Meliorats, which are sacred flowers found in Kizaar. If I had those and some sap from Z-Dogs, then maybe I could whip something up.
I don't see anyone queuing here. Where are the pilgrims?
Probably waiting for someone to fix our Daoka. Or is it already fixed? Not my concern. Pilgrimage is supposed to be a long journey on foot.
What are the pilgrims seeking here?
Probably what you're seeking. Answers. I used to have them all. But those were better moons. I'm not as inspired as I used to be.
I hear you used to be more inspired, Hirax. What happened to you?
You only become a master of ceremonies after a life of pilgrimage around Adelpha, collecting stories and wisdom from all over the world. It's a sharing process that enriches my 4 essences.
4 essences? I thought every Talan is only supposed to have 1.
Yes, that is the law of the Yods, but once every life cycle, a male Talan is born with 4 essences and raised by the Almayel to become the next Master of Ceremonies. It's an important responsibility to be a good caretaker and a beacon of wisdom for my people. I lost most of it after the invasion.
There are all kinds of ways to be inspired. Can't you read a scroll or something?
Inspiration comes from hearing the last words of a Talan who's decided to revert, or understanding the purpose of a Hazardess's life. With our villagers isolated and the Darusham's closed, the weight of failure is too great.
So while other Talans here are the keepers of the Darushams, you are the keeper of the Essence Vine?
More of a caretaker, and not a good one. The origin of its roots are under your feet. With the devoted care of the Master of Ceremonies, that's me, the vine is meant to stretch as far as the Talan can measure. That's how it used to be, back in the moons.
But judging by the long face, you don't get a kick from your gardening job anymore.
Without reverted essences, the vine suffers. It is now shrunk to its most critical bastion. I don't know if I have what it takes to heal its core. I feel I don't. I know I don't. The Essence Vine needs a new caretaker. Someone who has the strength to revive its immense power.
About that power, could it be used as a weapon against the invaders?
You could, if the balance was restored and enough essences were reverted through the 4 Darushams. The vine would be our strongest attack against the oppressors,
But what?
the Darushams are out of order. Another disaster we can blame the invaders for.
So, how do we fix them?
Speak to the Darusham keepers. They should point you in the right direction. This moon will never end.
Cheer up here, Axe.
Having the time of my life.
See you later.
Can't let this blue helidium just sit here. Hi there, I'm Cutter Slade.
Welcome, strong and confident pilgrim. I'm Kor, the Shamas of Palana, and keeper of the Ka Darosham.
Can you patch my wounds?
A Shamas cannot refuse to heal. That's the will of the Yods.
Tell me, who are you again?
Kor, keeper of the Ka Darosham, at your service.
Have you seen any invaders around?
No, but I don't have to see them. I feel their toxic presence every time I breathe, which is often. Don't you feel it as well?
I'm better at dealing pain than feeling it.
Oh my. Bit of a sadist, are you?
What? Absolutely not. This is a disturbing thought. Can you explain the essences to me?
Of course. When Talans reach a certain age, their essence is revealed during the conversion ceremony. There are 4 types of essence. Fe for fire, Eloe for water, Ganda for earth, and Ka for air. Each essence gives a Talan unique abilities, and has a tremendous impact on our personalities.
How are you with Rumbar?
You mean if Rumbar and I are partners? Yods, no. Rumbar is a fine Talan, but he is not my type.
What is this place about?
What kind of pilgrim doesn't know about Palana? The special kind, I'm sure. But did you know that the town is built on the roots of the essence vine? This is why Talans are coming here to surrender their essence to the Yods.
Question is, where do I go from here?
If you're seeking direction, I suggest you talk to Hirax, Palana's master of ceremonies. I'll warn you, he's not as charming as I am.
What's wrong with Hirax?
Poor Hirax. Even a Shamaz can't heal the wound inside him.
Is it in his head?
If you mean his mind is about to break, then yes.
What happened to him?
As the master of ceremonies, not being able to help the needy Talans and hazardesses has taken a heavy toll on Hirax. He grows more depressed every moon, and I believe he feels responsible for some of the latest incidents.
Incidents? What kind?
You have to understand, Hirax was once such a beacon of light that pilgrims from all over Adelpha would seek his guidance.
I'm here to help. Do you have anything for me?
I could tell you the tale of a poor harvester from Emia who was deeply in love with a widow of a Dolatai guardian. His name was Tuyol. Tuyol was still young, but if the widow rejected his love one more time, he pledged to revert to the Darasham, whether active or not.
Sad tale. What happened to Tuyol?
Hirax told this poor harvester that to seduce his love, he had to offer her frozen flowers from the highest mountain's peak. Tuyol ran off at once, totally unprepared, and never returned. Now it is whispered that Tuyol's hazardess is trapped on the mountain, and his anger is causing the terrible ice blizzard that has been reverting so many of our people.
Where can I find the Darasham?
Like the air it represents, the Darasham has always been invisible. But alas, the invasion has now made the Darasham non-existent.
How can you tell the difference?
Look down at the bottom of the cliff over there. You'll see poor hazardesses tormented by their tragic fate. They were once proud Talans who decided to revert without knowing the difference between what is eternal and what is no more. I'm here to prevent more Talans from jumping over the cliff until the Darasham is restored, and I can be its keeper again.
Why don't you restore the Darasham?
To do that, I would need to travel to the Ka Temple and retrieve the Ka Codex, which I can't. But even if I did, it wouldn't be enough.
Meaning you got a bigger rock in your shoe? Let me hear it.
What an odd combination of words. I'm referring to the smoke coming out of the invader's factory. It's so thick that it suffocates the Ka essence. Sometimes we can't even see the moons anymore. The imbalance not only affects the Darasham, I can feel my healing abilities regressing. Every Shamaz is concerned. I would shut down the factory myself if it wasn't so heavily defended.
I guess picketing protesters won't do the trick, huh?
The smoke may be clouding your reason, Pilgrim. You keep speaking in meaningless sentences that confuse and, dare I say, slightly tease me.
Enough said. Show me the factory, and let's get this over with. What's a codex?
Once per cycle, the sacred codex is brought back to the Temple of Ka so its energy can be replenished by the Yods. This energy, in turn, powers the Ka Darusham for a full cycle.
So the codex never made it back from the temple?
After the Darushams closed, our chief, Rumbar, ordered every codex to be returned to their rightful temple so they could remain in the almighty protection of the Yods. They haven't been seen in Palana since.
The factory. How is it different from the other invader bases?
It produces an obscene amount of smoke that not only destroys the land, but poisons the air.
I'll show him how to quit smoking.
I'm always sad to see you go.
Yes? Talk to me.
I'm a little busy deciphering new symbols we found in the Elue Temple. They're fascinating.
Speaking about the temples, the Talans didn't build them, right?
The ancients must have used special techniques to raise the 4 temples. They didn't share their technology with us.
How often are they used?
There are no codex ceremonies anymore. It has been the only activity in the temple since Palana was built. The mountain village gathers the 4 essences in one unique location.
And yet the Yods chose a temple to bring me back here. I wonder why.
The Yods speak in mysterious ways, Ulukai. I have to go now.
All right, I'm gonna go after the codex, so I'll have a closer look at the place.
Adelpha surely needs its Daroshams. Good luck. Liaz out.